What's going on, guys? A few months ago, I created a list, I filled an A4 page of problems that people struggle with in sobriety, with addiction. And this week's kind of theme, let me put this light on, this week's theme, I'm going to speak about one of these problems every video. So, let's pick a random problem out and see if I can help you with this problem. So, trusting your own word. About tripped over a chair. Trust in your own word. Sounds so simple. And maybe a lot of people can do this. They can trust that when they say they're going to do something, they'll do it. But there's a lot of people, especially people with addictions, especially people who tend to self-destruct, who cannot trust their own word. For me, the main thing that gave me that self-trust, that self-belief, was planning my day out. Now, I don't currently do this because I don't really struggle with trusting my own word anymore. When I say that I'm going to get something done, I get it done. But it wasn't always that way. When I would struggle with this previously, I would create a list the night before, and I've spoke about this many times, but it really helped me to trust my own word. So what you do is, the night before, so say tonight, when you watch this video, after you've finished, go and take a notepad or a piece of paper and write down exactly what you're going to do tomorrow. As detailed as wake up 6 a.m. Weigh myself. This is an example of what I do. Weigh myself, cold shower, read and a cup of tea, coffee. Meal one, let's say. It's not necessarily what I do, but the point is, write your day down so detailed that you have a strict list to follow. This way, you will actually get to the end of the day. Say you get to the end of the day and you've completed that whole list. You're going to put your head on your pillow tomorrow night and think, wow, I actually did what I said I'd do. For the first time in my life, I've actually done exactly what I said I'd do. Now, say you repeat this, I'd say it takes, and I think it's scientifically proven that it takes around 14 days to build a new habit. If you do this for the next 14 days, the next fortnight, the next 2 weeks, I guarantee at the end of it, you trust your own word. And if not completely, you definitely trust yourself a little bit more. It's so hard when you promise yourself something and you don't stick to it. And then a lot of us wonder why we don't have self-belief. We wonder why we say we're not going to go out this weekend, but we go against our word. That's why you can't trust your own word. It is very simple. But the more that you go against your word, the more that you go against yourself, what you truly know you should be doing, I find is the more that you lose yourself. And how can anyone trust you? I mean, this is an extra bit, but how can anyone trust you if you don't even trust yourself? How can you tell yourself you're going to do something, you don't do it? But then when you tell someone, oh, I'll do this for you, you expect them to believe you. And when they don't believe you, you kind of feel defensive and offended. You're like, well, of course I'm going to do it. Whenever I say I do something, I do it, but you don't. It's not easy. It is hard, but I do think that any habit, any self-belief can really be built up, or at least a solid foundation within 14 days. I mean, if you do that for 3 months, you'll have this self-belief that you've never actually felt before. And it gives you that peace of mind that when you write down every night what you're going to do the night before, you know that tomorrow things are going to get completed. And trust me, when you put your head on that pillow at night, you genuinely feel like, oh, I stuck to my word today. You just feel this peace. You're like, I can finally go to sleep in peace. I hope that helps you guys. I've just come back from a leg session. I found that I've been struggling with a bit of lower back pain for a little while now, maybe a month, 3 weeks. I think it's come from lifting too heavy, doing RDLs, so Roman deadlifts, which isn't great. So I'm probably going to adjust that a little bit. Rather than going heavy on RDLs, go lighter and focus more on the stretch. and really keep an eye on it. I'm going to start doing some kind of exercises I've found, so maybe this will help you as well. I've found a few exercises online. The cat-cow, is it? You can look at how you do these online. Cat-cow, pelvic tilt, glute bridge, which is what you'll see a lot of girls doing in the gym, where you're kind of flat feet and you lift your waist like that. So say you have flat feet here and you lift your waist, and that's really going to help build your glutes and your lower back. I've never really trained my glutes properly apart from squatting. Never trained my lower back directly, never deadlifted because I wasn't too keen on it. But from now, I'm going to start focusing on building my lower back a little bit more, because I'm getting slight shooting pains down my legs, which obviously isn't good. But it is what it is. That's the sacrifice of lifting heavy. So I'll probably just have to drop the weight off a little bit on my next leg session. For anyone who cares, I've bulked now for, I don't know if it's 12 or 16 weeks. I can't remember exactly when I started. Let's say 16 weeks. I haven't had a single real break from the gym. So I'm going to do a thing called a deload next week, which is basically where you lift, I think it's like 50% of the weight you usually lift. So basically you drop the weight and just have a lighter session. I only train 4 days a week. So for all my 4 sessions next week, I'll lift light, and that should give my body a bit of time to recover. I'm struggling to progressively overload now that I'm 16 weeks in. I'm barely getting 1 extra rep on the progressive overload. I upped my carbs. That helped a little bit. It made me get an extra 2, maybe 3 reps. And now it's a struggle again. So I think it's time for a deload, give my body a break, maybe get a massage. And yeah, little gym or life update for me. Still in the process of searching for a job. I went today to a taxi company called me, one that I applied for. And they said, we could have you in for an interview tomorrow. I said, I'm just passing by where you guys are. They said, yeah, come in. So I come in. There's 3 people waiting outside. I'm guessing for an interview. I found out in the end they were waiting for the interview as well. Anyway, I got to the woman on the desk and she said, I said, I'm just here. Some guy said to come in for an interview. And she said, there's loads of people here. I don't know why they've done all this all at once, invited this many people. And I just thought, you know what, I don't even want to work for your company. So, as stupid as that might sound, if they can't even organise interviews properly, imagine what it's like working for them. So, simply turned around and left. Still in the process of looking for a job. I applied through a couple agencies on, I think, over the weekend. No one's got back to me, so I'm going to be calling them tomorrow. So I'm hoping to have a job by Wednesday, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped you, the start of the video, in regards to trusting your own word. And don't give up. I never really believed that I would fully stop consuming everything. I always knew that I'd get my shit together, but I never really thought it would be like teetotal. I thought maybe I'll just smoke a joint now and then. And I trialed and errored that, and it never worked for me. This is why I don't drink and use drugs. For anyone who doesn't know, I was addicted to them, but I've tried to balance it. It's not for me, man. It's not for me, and people say, balance. Yeah, I'm working on balance, but not in the drug and alcohol aspect. It's just better for me to stay fully clear. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped. Don't give up, and see you in tomorrow's video. Like I said, this week I'm going to pick one of them problems every single day, and hopefully maybe even a little bit more detailed than today, go into how you can fix that issue. Guys, see you in tomorrow's video.